King, all hail the King. Our Redeemer is strong, Lord of hosts is his name. All hail the King, all hail the King. Our Redeemer is strong, Lord of hosts is his name. All hail the King, all hail the King. Our Redeemer is strong, Lord of hosts is his name. All hail the King, all hail the King. Our Redeemer is strong, Lord of hosts is his name. All hail the Ancient of Days and the Elect One. Abanawa, we are sustained.
Shalom, shalom. This is Eldar Yield for One Nation, One Power. Greeting everybody out there, Jew and Gentile alike. Greeting you in the name of Yeshua and in the Most High's name, Ahia. You can call him whatever he gave you. That's what he gave me through the brothers. Hello, I prayed about it, fasted about it, and here I am. Come on out here. I don't take nothing with a grain of salt. Come on. We are here today to let you guys know we close to the end. I'm being as blunt as I can with you. The Holy Spirit is not leading me to go out of state at this time. The Holy Spirit is not leading me to go and make a special visit somewhere else outside of my home at this time. We are under this misconception that even though we living in the land of our captivity, that we obligated to keep the feast days, come hell or high water. The devil is a liar. Come on up out of here. In Baruch chapter 3, Baruch told you and me, we are yet this day in our captivity. Come on up out of here. We cannot allow ourselves to make other brothers and sisters feel bad who can't afford to make it to these feast days and who got to stay at home and keep them. Brothers and sisters, it's not a sin to stay at home and keep them, especially if the Holy Spirit is warning you that impending danger is around the corner. Come on up out of here. Now, don't believe nothing I say, brothers and sisters. I'm giving you the Bible. I'm giving you the very book that you got in your hand. Yes, we've all been deceived. We've all been lied to. But I can't blame somebody else for lying to me. I had to accept that lie. I had to go to their house, their house is their church. I had to sit down. I had to take my own plate, my own fork and spoon. I had to take my own knife. And I had to sit there like a goat. And I had to sit there and I sat there and I ate that garbage until I realized one day it was upsetting my stomach. And then when I found out that that garbage they was teaching me, that false, contaminated doctrine, was all lies, started asking questions. When you start asking questions of any church in America, the preacher going to consider you an enemy. When you start asking questions about the Sabbath day, you become an enemy. When you start asking questions of who the chosen people are, you become an enemy. When you start asking the right questions and the pastor is trying to put you off, you become an enemy to that church because now you're going to make other people start asking questions. So you got to go. Come on up out of here. Been kicked out of better places. Come on up out of here. Than the Jeremiah 5:7 whole house. That's where we trapped in. You need to go read your Jeremiah 5:7. You trapped in a prostitute house. All them people doing is prostituting you. Come on up out of here. Lied. They lied the preacher. I don't blame the preacher. He was taught by some other preacher, who was taught by some other preacher, who was taught by some other preacher. So he think that what he's teaching is sincere and it's coming from his heart. Now realizing he been hoodwinked, brainwashed, and bamboozled. Now you go to church and everybody leading everybody astray. We are in the year of apostasy. 100% uncut, shipped in from Afghanistan apostasy. Straight from the fields. Satan been growing this apostasy. He been marinating this apostasy. I'm still trying to figure out if that's why we in Afghanistan, we marinating the apostasy fields. You know, we bringing in that apostasy, shipping it in. It's hitting every church is scared. They done replaced the cross with the Star of David. That's how much apostasy they're in. That's how blind they are. Not realizing that the Most High never gave David a star. The only sin David ever had was killing Uriah and sleeping with Bathsheba. If you can identify and name any other sin outside of that, post it in the comment section. The devil is a liar. King David was faithful up to that point. Can't put no more sin on David. Back over in the book of Deuteronomy 4, Deuteronomy 11, the Most High commanded us not to make any images of anything in the heavens above. That's the star, that's the moon, and that's whatever the hell we think it is up there. A half a moon, don't make nothing. And then he turned around and tell us don't make no fishes, don't make no doves, don't make no lions, don't make no images of nothing. So you know King David wasn't going for that idolatry. People want to make you think that King David was practicing idolatry. The devil is a liar. The worship of an image as a god is idolatry. Witchcraft. Come on up out of here. Let nobody tell you, oh, that's the Star of David. Show me in the scripture where David made a star. The devil is a liar. That was his son Solomon when he got wicked as hell. Started commanding them wicked and evil spirits. That's what he was using that for. How could you be so dumb and so stupid in 2018 to believe that that star is the Star of David? Man, the Holy Ghost, if it had slapping abilities, there'd be a lot of people getting slapped the hell to sleep, wouldn't it? Stop lying on King David. Israelites wasn't allowed to make no images. Bible prophesied in the last days we will be without an image, without a teraphim. We wouldn't have none of that, and we don't. Coming out of here. But I'm doing this video to let you guys know, you being had right now, you being hoodwinked. The devil hoodwinking you. Don't believe nothing I say. Get your Bible, get a pencil, and get a paper. Because I'm going to show you what the devil is doing to us as a people and a nation. Go with me to the book of Matthew. Matthew 24. Go to Matthew. Matthew 24. You cannot allow yourself to become complacent. We're in the fourth quarter. Matthew 24. Ain't time now to be going clubbing, trying to justify that wickedness. It ain't time now to be getting pissy drunk. It ain't time now to be getting so high off of marijuana you don't know where in the hell your wallet is. Now is the time for us to stand and to do all that we can do to stand now. And it's my job to encourage you as a good soldier. Come on up out of here. Matthew 24 and 36. Let me show you how the devil getting us. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. This is Matthew 24 and 36. Yeshua the Christ in his own words said that don't nobody know the day or the hour, but only the Father that's in heaven. I'm going to break this verse down for you like only I know I can, because I've been given the wisdom and knowledge of the Most High because I sought it for years. Now, Matthew 24 and 36. Let me show you how the devil taking advantage of you. Because he can whisper in your ear, you don't know the day or the hour. He making you think you got leisure time. He making you think you got time to go out and do what you want to do because, you know, Christ's second coming is a long time off. And I'm going to show you that it ain't. I'm going to show you it's not, with just a few promises that it's knocking at the door right now. That our 400 years in Acts chapter 7, verse 6 and 7 ends in August 2019. Add that up, that's 16 months. But 16 months, you need about that much time if you plan on genocide millions of people, you can't wait till January, February, March, April, May, June. You can't wait till July to try to eradicate a people that is prophesied that after 400 years they're going to be taken out of here. You got to start now. Why? You got too many people to deal with. That's why they got all these coffins all over America. Millions. You know how long it's going to take to do that kind of job, to bury that many bodies? Hello. I'm trying to wake you up. That no man know the day or the hour. Okay, let's break that down. The Bible teaches us in Matthew 24:36, no man know the day. Okay. Let's say that day is the Shabbat. Or the hour. Let's say that hour is 12 o'clock, high noon on the Shabbat. We just say, let's say, no man know the day or the hour. But let's just throw it out there that day that's going to come is going to be on a Shabbat, and it's going to be at 12 o'clock. That's all he's saying. You don't know the day or the hour. But don't you suppose the day before? Don't you supposed to be aware of the week before? Don't you supposed to be aware? Come on up out of here. 36 hours before the day with the signs of the times according to the Bible. Can you see the signs of the times, my brother and my sister? The signs of the times are right in our face. Come on up out of here. In the book of Enoch 104, Enoch prayed and told us to pray for judgment. I've been praying for judgment ever since I read that passage. If we want out of here, if we want to go home, we got to participate in our deliverance. So you better come on up out of here. You can't just be walking around ning, 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 every day, ning, ning, doing whatever the hell you want to do, acting like you whatever the hell you want to do, enjoying Babylon and expect to be delivered from Babylon. The hell kind of mindset is this? We enjoying the hell out of Babylon. We going to the fisheries. We going to the swim parks. We going to the motocross races. We going to NASCAR. We enjoying the hell out of the football, baseball, and basketball game. But at the same time, we want to be delivered. There ain't bearing no fruit that you want to be delivered. That's bearing fruit that you want to stay here. You enjoying this place. This place has become Lot's wife to you. You're going to look back. I'm sad to say it. You're going to look back, but no man know the day, the hour, or the time. No, I don't know the day, the hour, or the time. But I can at least know a week ahead of time. I can at least see the signs coming. The signs, if I see the signs coming, they're telling me to tighten up. They're telling me to get in gear. Hello. Can you see the signs coming? Well, let's show you some of the signs. Go to the book of Joel. Go to the book of Joel chapter 3. We're going to look at some of the signs that the end is near. Everybody, the end is near, and everybody blow it off. A month go by, you blow it off. No, we still got time. Why do you think that they are over there trying to, what Babylon calls impeach Netanyahu? Why do you think they put that man in that place? You guys better open your eyes. Let me break it down for you. They are accusing that man of all of them crimes because he did commit them crimes. But they accusing that man of them crimes because they telling that man to hurry up and start the war with Iran. Are we going to convict you? So he's running around now trying to figure out how to start a war with Iran. That's because they're on a time clock. The Most High gave the nations a time clock. He gave the Gentiles 350 years, times, and half a times. 350 years. Their time is up. The sign that their time is up is that we waking up. Romans 9:26. It shall be said, in the place where it said unto them that you are not my people. In that place it shall be said unto them that you are the children of the living God. That's a timeline. Are we saying now we the children of the living God? Are some of us saying we descend from the Igbo tribe? Are some of us saying that we from the tribe of Gad? Are some of us saying that we from the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, Levi? That's a timeline. Keep your eye on the signs of the times. Us waking up is a timeline. Go to Joel chapter 3. Let me prove it to you. Don't believe nothing I say. Go with me. Open your Bible, Joel chapter 3. Verse 1. For behold, in those days, past tense, in those days, and in that time, and in that time. See the time? There's a timeline. And in that time, timeline. Put timeline in your head. Timeline. And in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. When I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. He said, when I begin to bring back Judah and Jerusalem, when I begin to bring back all 12 tribes, in that time, what time? Now we got a precept. Psalms 119, 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way. I'm going to read verse 1 again, and then we're going to go over to Acts 7. For behold, in those days, and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. Stop. Now we want to precept Joel 3 and 1 with Acts chapter 7. Acts chapter 7 and verse 6. Let's go. And God spake on this wise, that his seed should join in a strange land, and that they should bring them into bondage, that's slavery, and entreat them evil 400 years. And entreat them evil 400 years. That's your marker. 400 years. Because according to this Bible in Exodus 12, 40 and 41, the old Egypt was 430 years. That's how you know this 400 is talking about us. Do we live in a strange land when you wake up and find out that your home not here, that you're a freeborn slave, and that you're a descendant of slaves, and that you were snatched from your home, and then you find out where your home is? Are you living in a strange land? That's why in America they did everything in their power to make you believe you was an American. Made you put your hand over your heart, made you pray to a republic for which it stands, and then you go and vote Democrat. That's how dumb you are. Dumb down. Didn't put you in their public schools. Taught us we was African Americans, 2 continents. Taught us we was black, the damn color of a car tire crayon. Taught us all these lies. Lies. This place they should call this the nation of lies. And in order to lie to us, they had to lie to you Gentiles. Gentiles, you've been lied to like you never believed. Everything you've been taught, you had to learn from the reservation. When they started the school curriculum on the reservations and put the Native Americans on the reservations, they just expanded that curriculum to the whole 48, 49 states. And dumbed everybody down. Flip-flopped it, told people who people are, people ain't this, people that. Called people from Europe white. You ain't nowhere near no damn white person. But that just shows you how they dumbed us down. We accepted colors as nationalities. Oh, you black, you white. But when people over there on the continent of Africa tell you who they are, I'm Ethiopian. Oh, I'm from the Zulu tribe. Everybody know who they are but the people in America. That includes even the Europeans. You don't know who you are, my friend. You have to consider the Dark Ages. We ruled Europe from 193 AD to 1453. So don't be so proud when you say, oh, I'm from Germany. I'm from France. I'm from Spain. I'm from... Oh, no. You don't know who you are either. Come on out of here. Bible call you Gentile. Maybe that's the reason why God called you Gentiles. He didn't get all that specific with who you are. But Gentiles, Jews and Gentiles. That's how he break it down. That's how God see the whole earth. It's Jews and Gentiles. That's it. Not Spaniards, not Mexico. He see Jews and he see Gentiles when he look on the earth. And in Hosea 9:9, I think it is, he's going to sift us as wheat. He's going to have to sift the whole house of Israel as wheat. Why is the Most High going to have to sift us like wheat? Because we all over the damn place and we look all different types of ways. So it's a timeline. In Acts chapter 7, verse 6 and 7, it said we were sojourning in a strange land for 400 years and that they would entreat us evil. This is a timeline. Go back to Joel chapter 3. Verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, a timeline, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. What did he say back over in Acts chapter 7, verse 6 and 7? In verse 7, he said after he bring us out, he's going to judge the nation. So we're about to get brung out and taken out of here. Those of us that know who we are and have awakened to who we are, a lot of us going to be left behind. Hello? A lot of us going to be left behind because this is our bread and our butter. Basketball player, this your bread and butter. You stand. Football player, this your bread and butter. You stand. It's going to take a hell of a lot for you to walk away from that mansion now. Devil cold-blooded, ain't it? He knew that you was going to have to walk away from it one day or stay. And if you choose to stay, you shall die. Talking to you Israelites. If you stay in Egypt after the Most High begin the Exodus, you will be put to death. Eat on that one. This Bible full of death. I don't know how people read this Bible and don't understand that the Most High says, behold, today I set before you the way of life and death. Choose you life. This whole Bible full of death and life. Where do people get off with this mushy stuff? I'm trying to figure that out. Where do you get off that God loves you so much you're going to be raptured? When you don't do nothing he said, he going to kill you. I hope you heard it from the mouth of his prophet. If you don't repent and keep his laws, statutes, and commandments and do what he said in John 14:15, he is a God. He created all of the universe. He put the moon there, the sun there, the stars there. Everything obeys him. If you don't do what he said, if he said, you keep my saying, you don't keep it, he gonna kill you. If he say don't commit adultery and you living in adultery, he gonna kill you. If you talking about don't commit fornication and you living in fornication like it's tomorrow, and he gonna kill you. This is the God of the universe. Do you guys not understand that basic principle? That he is the ruler of all universes? He ain't giving nobody no pass. So in Joel chapter 3 verse 1, he says in those days and in that time I'm going to gather them. We being gathered now. Brothers waking up saying I'm this, I'm that. I'm not, don't call me Negro no more. There go one part of your timeline. That we're in the last days. Verse 2. And I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land, whom they have scattered among the nations, 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 and parted my land, and separated my land, and spliced my land. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. Joel chapter 3 is a timeline. All of the nations are down there right now. And I'm praying that Turkey and America get into it. Because the Most High promised He's going to turn them one against another to repay them for the things they've done unto us, our ancestors. You guys got to understand something. In Exodus chapter 20, the Most High made a promise that He will visit the sins of the children from the fathers to the third and the fourth generation of them that hate Him and keep not His commandments. If you don't keep His commandments, in God's eyes, He's saying you hate Him. My prayer is this. Go to Mark 13 and 33. My prayer is this. That everybody that come on this channel, I'm able to give you some type of food from your Bible that's going to help you make it to the kingdom. Whether you Jew or Gentile. It's my job. I was sent by the Most High. I know who I am. I'm not talking about a Hebrew Israelite. I know I was sent from the light to the earth to lead people back to the light. That's why I'm here. That's what I'm doing. I don't need nobody to pat me on the back. I don't need nobody sending me thousands of dollars, because ain't no way in hell what I do with it. Give it to the poor? That's all I would do with it. Give it away. Come on up out of here. I told you I'm blessed. Come on out of here. Don't want the fancy car. I don't want the fancy chariots. Come on out of here. I set my mind on things above, not on things on the earth. You can't pimp me out with a 2018 Cadillac. Sorry, I don't want it. That's a piece of junk. You can't put 23s and 24s on it and some spinners and make me think that that's something. That's junk. I want one of them chariots. Come on up out of here. I want one of them chariots that they're going to be driving. So I'll set my mind on things above. Mark 13 and 33. Mark 13 and 33. Let's go. Take ye heed, watch and pray, for you know not when the time is. For you know not when the time is. So, in Matthew 24:36, no man know the day, the time, the hour. So in Mark 13 and 33, it says, you don't know when the time is, so what I'm supposed to be doing? Going clubbing. What I'm supposed to be doing? Balling. Let my guard down. That's what Mark 13 and 33 told you not to do. Don't let your guard down just because you don't know the time. Watch and pray. Watch and pray. Watch and pray. Watch and pray. And now I'm ending this video, but I'm asking. There's over 460 some people subscribe to this channel. And YouTube has been keeping down the counts on this channel since I opened it, because they don't want the truth out. I personally signed a Hebrew name to this channel because I went along with what YouTube was doing, because I know the power of the Most High God. If He wants you to find this channel, you'll find it. Are you hearing me? And nothing YouTube can do to stop it. It's called destiny. And I know a little something about destiny because I'm living it. Come on up out of here. I'm here today to ask 300 Jews and Gentiles on this Friday, this Sabbath night, to join me in prayer. No matter where you are on the earth, to pray for judgment, not just on America, but judgment on the leaders of America and the world that's sacrificing these babies. I'm calling for 300 prayer warriors, people that know that they're a sinner and can touch the hem of His garment. I'm calling upon you to join me in prayer so that the judgment of the Most High can move on who they call the elite, who they call the deep state. They're using witchcraft against us. But all we're using against them is mouth and arguing with each other and fighting with each other. I'm asking that 300, if not more, of you, because like I said, there's over 460 people signed to this website. Subscribe, and many more that come on here and watch and peekaboo. I'm asking you to join me this Friday night sundown in prayer to pray against the elite, against those that are in power worldwide, and ask the Most High to move against them. This is what the devil is afraid of. This is why he got people arguing, backbiting, lying, cussing each other on these channels. But I'm not having it on this channel. I'm a grown man. I might look like I'm in my 30s, but I've been this coming April. We don't celebrate birthdays, we celebrate soul days. I'll be 55. That's right, 55 years in Babylon. Born a slave, a homegrown slave, and looking to be free, according to Luke chapter 1, verse 68 to 72. You are also a slave, Neo. You're not free until you go back home and you got your own nation sewing your garments, and your water is free, and your food is free, and everything that the Most High God has given Adam as free be restored to the earth again. Hello. He didn't charge us $2.29 for a bottle of water. The elite did that. So for all of you Gentiles out there that think you free, you're a slave, Neo. You're a slave to the system. You're a slave, you're a debt slave. Come on up out of here. So this is El Dayir asking that this Friday night sundown, that 300 or more Hebrews and Gentiles unite in prayer against the elite of this world. And let's wait and see if something happens major on the Shabbat or days after. Let us pray and watch. Pray and watch. Pray and watch. You don't just pray and walk away. You want to pray and see if what you prayed for came to pass. So once again, on this Shabbat, I'm asking that over 300 Jews and Gentiles, sundown, Friday night, pray for judgment against the elite. And then let's watch and see, and watch the hand of the Most High move on the earth in the days thereafter. Shalom.
Our Redeemer is strong, Lord of hosts is his name. All hail the King, all hail the King. Our Redeemer is strong, Lord of hosts is his name. All hail the King, all hail the King. Our Redeemer is strong, Lord of hosts.